one strategic and military issue which has dominated the headlines over the last 1 year, and that is China's aggression at the LAC. Now, India has not only pushed back against this aggression, but also has sent a very powerful message to the entire region. And I want to ask you about India's response to China's aggression over the past 1 year. And particularly, if you could tell us about the various aspects of this response, the military response, the diplomatic response, and several other aspects in the way in which India has responded.
So thank you very much for inviting me for this Festival of Bharat. Great pleasure to be here with you all. So let me start by saying that this 2020 Ladakh crisis has been one of the biggest sort of strategic challenges for India as far as China is concerned. And you asked me as to how has the Indian response been, and let me say it in one word: the response has been outstanding. And I say that because it has sent a powerful message not only to China, but I think to the whole region. We know that Asia, particularly Southeast Asia, is today plagued by what is called Chinese salami slicing. That they go in and they occupy by slowly they occupy territories. We are seeing it happening in the South China Sea. There are attempts to settle all territorial disputes that China has through the use of force. And I think it is here that India, by the way in which it has militarily stood up to China, has sent a big message to the region as to how we need to counter China's military coercion that it is attempting. So I think it will serve as an example to the complete region. Diplomatically, I think we have clearly conveyed, to the Chinese that the actions that they have taken along the border have very significantly damaged our bilateral ties. You see, China always attempts to keep the border dispute and bilateral ties somewhat in different boxes and says, let's not have the border dispute impacting bilateral ties. I think India's message has been clear and firm that issues on the border and Chinese actions that they did have had a adverse impact on our relationship and on our ties. We are also seeing diplomatically a closer alignment with like-minded countries. So you're seeing a strengthening, for example, of the Quad, and also, recently Britain has come out with this, national security strategy, in which they've said that there'll be closer alignment with India as far as the Indo-Pacific region is concerned. So overall, I think the manner in which we reacted to the Chinese incursions, the manner in which we responded, both militarily, diplomatically, even some economic steps that were taken, I think has been par excellence. Having said that, I also want to introduce one word of caution. See, the Ladakh crisis is not completely settled. So we still have areas like the Depsang Plains, the Gogra, the Hot Spring area, where Chinese incursion still remains, and those are areas that need to be resolved. So one is attending to the immediate sort of problems that are there in Ladakh. There is also the bigger challenge of a future threat from China. I think the rise of China, its assertiveness, is something that is going to be our biggest national security challenge as we look ahead. And it's also a fact, and I think we should not hide from it, that both the economic and the military power differential is only increasing as we go into the future. And therefore, how we handle China militarily, economically, diplomatically, I think is something that will occupy our strategic attention for many years to come. And it's not going to be something that is going to be easy.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.